So today, what we will do is basically on both the distributions, right? Ambari, that is on Hortonworks as well as on Cloudera, we will try to add one node, that is extra node, as if like you just need to increase the capacity of your capacity of your cluster. Okay, and then we will also add one edge node, so it's like two machines in both the nodes. Okay, so we are going to add two machines over here and two machines over here. One machine we will make as a data node and another machine we will make as an edge node. Okay, and we will add the data node, we will try to install all the slave parts in it. Okay, and then we will remove it also. Okay, and we come to know that how we can do that. Okay, and then we'll try to finish it before break. After break we will do the rest of the things that we had left from yesterday. So the architecture will look like this basically. So we have three nodes as of now. So one is M2, another is S1, and then S2. So we will add one more S3, and we will add E1, that is edge node 1 or similar. So this will become your cluster and it will be your edge node. So instead of now accessing directly the master M2, we will go through edge node and then try to access the cluster. Okay, so currently we are using M2 because all the clients, everything we have installed on M2, and from M2 only directly we are logging on to master and accessing the whole things from there. So we'll add one more data node and add one more edge node, one edge node, and on that edge node we'll install all the clients, and from that edge node only we will try to run all Hive, Scoop and those things. Okay, I will just let you know how to do that. So for that again we need to prepare machines. So I'm going here and also CDHM2, CDHS1, CDHS2. So let's start with so I will copy it and clone it. And this time it would be S3. CDH3, lest everything will be okay. We can change it to, since it is going to be the other region, I am okay with 34 GB, not a problem. There in that region we will create two machines. Okay, so the region is okay. Here we need to change it. Currently it is US East. Let me go to US Central. Okay, US Central C. So this is something other zone. Okay, rest everything is like that. Okay, the name of the machine would be CDHS3. This is going to the part of our CDH cluster. Let me just see if it is coming up. Okay, so it has come up, CDHS3, and we need to add one more. Let me again clone this. And it would be CDHE1, that is edge node 1. And let's select US Central C, rest everything would be okay. Let's go with 3434. So this will also be created. Now similar thing we need to do for Hortonworks. So go here, clone it, name it as HDP S3. Select, what is it? Asia East, Asia Southeast B. Okay, create. Go again and create one more, clone it, HDP E1, H node 1, Asia Southeast B, create. Okay, so two more machines are ready. So CDH S2. So basically, do we need to prepare this individually? Yes. How come we need to put the private key of this CDH M2? Because here we have Ambari, right? So basically, that Ambari should be installed somewhere here. CDH Age 1, maybe we do have a separate server for Ambari, but since we have it here, we still need to, because we need to aid this CDHS3 using Ambari only. So we need to have the the private, sorry, the public key of our SSH to be installed over here on S3 in its authorized keys. That is what we need. Then we need to make the etc hosts also over here, right? So what we can do is, again, we have Ansible installed over here on CDHM2, even Ansible we have added over here. And so basically somehow we require, because we started from here, okay, most of the things that is controlling our cluster is installed on HTTP-M2 and CDHM2, okay. So let me go here on CDHM2 and change the file for etc Ansible hosts and go to bottom, and inside CDH S3 would be our slave, that is we are adding now cluster.com, and let's make ADGE age node, okay, and make it as CDH e1.cluster.com. Right, so we now have three groups: master, where the master is slave is 3 slaves and 1 age node. We save it. Similarly, we need to do it on here. Sudo vi /etc Ansible hosts HDP s3.cluster.com age. Do you see that how we can segregate the groups depending on what exactly it is, right? So we know that most of the slaves, the things that we are going to perform on slaves are mostly similar. So we can put them in a single group. If we add one more master to have the high availability of all the masters basically that we are going to perform down the line, we need to add one more entry of master over here and then have that in the master group. Age node, we can have multiple age nodes. So currently we have only one age node, but then we can have multiple age node, 2 or 3 age nodes, okay, where you can just like kind of do the load balancing for the multiple user. If you have a lot of users, you should not allow only one age node, you should have more than one age node so that you can easily load balance the users. HTTP even. Okay, so I'm just saving it.
And one thing I want to ask, like on the file you are opened, on that file the order matters, like
No.
edge you have added at the last.
No.
If you added it before master, no problem, right?
No problem at all. It is just order.
Okay.
There is no way. There is no logical sequencing of it. You can just put it in any order, no issues.
Okay.
So this we have done. We then need to connect them to individually and copy the etc hosts file to them. So basically what we need to do is, so we have added slave already. We need to modify our Ansible playbook. Let's see what we require. So when we say restart, okay, go to sudo vi restart, and this will work for all slaves, no issues, because we are going to use HDP on slave. For master we are doing this. For age node we just need to copy the etc host from master, right, because this is where we have Ansible. So I will copy this, okay, and put it at the last, and in this time it is age, EDGE. Yes, root task agent restore. I don't want this, I just want these two things, copy etc host and environment. So these two things I want, because we do not have any Ambari related or cluster related things over there on age. If you keep on pressing DD 2 times, it will just delete the line on which you are. Then be insert mode and copy this. So from master we are going to copy this on age node. Okay, so wherever we are running, when we run this on master, it will copy the etc hosts of master and will copy it to the age node. Similarly for resolve.conf. So save this. Setup we already have done it, so we don't require it again. We just require on restart.yaml. So sudo vi restart.yaml. I'm just copy this. Then copy this. That's it. And change the master to age. Okay, so this is one thing. Now we need to individually go in there. So pick CDHS3 first, pick its IP address, go to putty, connect to it individually, select our Google private key, because since we have cloned it, it has picked only the the keys that we had earlier. Go to Bimant and I'm just making its font bigger. Then do cd search ssh ll. Here you have authorized keys. Do sudo vi authorized keys and put the it is CDHS3. So where we are, CDHS3 is yellow screen. cd ssh. We need to put this ID RSA pub. So get on it, pick it and put it over here in the bottom. Save and try to do SSH from here. Okay, but before that we need to aid the entry in vi etc. So sudo vi /etc hosts So this is the etc host of our CDH master. So what is the private IP of it? 10.128.02, 10.128.02, and CDHS3 CDHS3. Add one more entry, that is CDHE1. CDHE1, right? Good. Just try to check ping on CDHS3. It should at least ping. Yes, it is pinging. And CDHE1. It is also getting pinged. So once we have that, we can now do SSH to CDHS3. CDHS3. Okay, because we have just added the public key in the authorized keys folder of the new data node. So this CDHS3 will become our new data node, third data node. Okay, so in its authorized keys file, we have added the public key of our master, from where the on where like our Ambari server is running. Okay, so that it can have all the access to install related components on the new data node. So if I do SSH on CDHS3, first time it will ask yes, and now we are in. Okay, CDHS3. You see here, if I exit and try it again, it should not ask any password or other thing. Yes, so we have set up the passwordless SSH. Same thing we need to do for edge node also. So if you see, these are like some regular practice. You have to do this for every edge node or data node that you are adding in your cluster. So I am on CDHE1. So currently, okay, now this is not required anymore. So we are good with this. So let me just exit out of it. So now the same thing we need to perform for CDH1. So I'm going to pick its public IP address, connect to it, selecting the Google private key, logging with Mimant 10. Okay, now again I need to go to CD SSH of it. Then there should be authorized keys, and here I need to add the public key of our CD. So CD SSH cat idrsa.pub. Select this and edit over here. Sudo vi authorized keys. Save. Once do that, just do SSH CDHE1. Exit SSH CDHE1. And yes, it is done. Okay. Now we have added so here CDH1 and CDH3, we need to copy the etc host file from master, because it is having all the entries, right? So for that, what we can do is first try to see Ansible works over here just for pinging it. So I will say Ansible -m ping is the module that we are going to perform, and on all. So we have CDHS1, M2 and S1 is done. But it says the authenticity of host CDH1 cannot be established. cdhe1.cluster.com. Okay. For that, what we need to do is basically we need to set the host name of that one, CDH. Okay. For that, what we need to do is we need to do SSH on CDHS3. Okay, if you try to find the host name of it, it should come perfect host name. Okay, so this is how it should appear. So currently it is like this. So we need to go to sudo vi/etc sysconfig network. Try to modify the host name over here. it should be cdhs3.cluster.com. Save, and also change the host name as cdhs3.cluster.com. Host name is this. Perfect. Now do the same thing from for E1, cdh-e1. Go to sudo vi/etc sysconfig network. Change the host name over here. cdhe1.cluster.com. Save. Sudo host name cdhe1.cluster.com. Host name, perfect. And now run that Ansible. The authenticity of S cannot be authenticity Ansible -m ping all. Authenticity is not. Okay, so we need to copy okay, so individually it is getting pinged. So if I do age, it is able to ping at least age. What about slave? Let me just check the host file of our master. Did we write perfectly or not? So sudo vi/etc hosts. S1, S2, cdhs3, E1. Let me again go to SSH on cdhs3 and try to check if the host name is perfectly written there. Host cdhs3.cluster.com. It is perfect. Okay, what about cat? Maybe cd.ssh cat unauthorized keys. This is also okay. Let me check the host file of Ansible if it is written properly there. Cat sudo vi/etc Ansible. cdhs3.cluster.com. This is also perfect. So in the group actually it is not working, but yeah, so individually it is working. Now it will work. Basically when we just give the group, I'm not sure, like sometimes it does not work. So we may need to first give them individually whatever nodes we are adding, and then it should work for all. So if I now do all, it should work. Because we have tested the age node individually and then S3 individual. Now if you see, all them are getting pinged. So Ansible is now able to ping all them individually. What rest of the things we require? So whenever we do age node, right? So we require again the preparation for So we may require this again on the edge node. Okay, so let it be. So what we require is sudo network manager, all these things. Just copy and paste it on edge node, both on edge node as well as on CDHS3, that is the extra node, CDH extra data node. So I am just going there, pasting all it. We may go here. So we have already made the name change in sysconfig network file. Now do sudo just stop the Linux from enforcing to disabled. Hi. Then go to change the swappiness. Run it on there. Changes. So this is required for every data node that you are going to add. Okay. So that's it. etc host we will copy it from there. Okay, so this is done, and we can now restart it on init. Since we have changed some of the basic configuration file, I'm just restarting CDHS3. Oh, sorry, it's init to be, that's good. I'm going to do it on init 6 because init 0 is shut down, init 6 is restart. So I'm going to restart it and it will be automatically closed. And same thing I need to do on CDHE1, that is the edge node. Okay, again copy the same thing. Host name we already have changed. Just disable Linux. Swappiness. And then finally transparent huge pages. That's it. Make it restart. Because I think by then, so this is getting restarted. This is already restarted. Now just copy. I will say Ansible copy module -m on. So we need to specify the machine. So first thing is CDHS3 -a. We need to provide the source. Is it only for Ravi or for others also? Okay, I will go slow. I mean, it will be automatically. Let me just check. So other than Anil, is it okay for you, the voice? /etc /hosts, and destination would be /etc /hosts. It is not writable, so I need to provide it to be the become user, and let me just check it quickly. So get on restart.yaml. So it should be become yes and become user root. Okay. Become success. So this is ad hoc command actually for Ansible. I mean, you require some practice. Even even I forget the things sometimes. So Ansible -m means it's a module. There is a copy module that will, and this is actually passing the parameters, providing -a. We are providing this that from the source etc host, it needs to be copied to destination etc host, and the destination is cdhs3. That is the new data node we are going to add. We need to become, and the become user is root. Okay, so in the earlier attempt, if we did not give this, the Mimant 10 user through which we are firing the command is not eligible to change the etc. That's why he is not having the permission. So that's why we need to mimic to be the root, or we just need to pretend ourselves to be the root. And now if you see it is success. Now if you do SSH on cdhs3 and try to check the etc host file over there, it should have all the entries. Cat /etc/hosts. Yes, we are good. Now we need to do same thing on edge node. So I'm just not trying to change the edge node over here. cdhs3 e1. That is done. So we are almost good. Okay, now the same thing we need to repeat on over here. Okay, so let's do it quickly.